Okay, let's give it another go against the beast. I'm going to try to get a closed position. For starters, let's see if c4 will be played. No. I think with this move order e3, I'll have an easier time getting my bishop outside of the pawn chain. My only question is what square to go to, f5 or pin the knight. I'm going to go with the pin. Maybe provoke some weaknesses. Okay. Support my center, meet queen here with queen here. Okay. Support my center. Queen b3, queen b6. I've had good positions from this variation before. So I'm liking this start so far, and they're going to go in for my light square bishop. Not much I could do about that. I need to challenge this guy right away. Otherwise, f4 can be a pain. In fact, maybe this is already a moment to pause. If knight b to d7, I think after h4 I'm in some trouble. Yeah. I think I have to challenge the knight with knight on f. Knight b to d7, h4, knight takes knight, pawn takes. My knight is hit. And then when he moves, h5 is going to trap my bishop. I could play here, but then there's f3. So I think I need to challenge this knight with this guy. I'm going to go with that. Is there something other than that? I don't think so. I got to go with this. Knight takes bishop it is. So at least I have some play on the h... Well, I don't know about play, but I have a half-open h file to maybe work with. Now, I wonder if I should get this knight back into f6 or something else. Like, where else is he going to go? He could be kicked with g5, but then I could maybe make use of this f5 square. I think I need to get him back in play, so let's get him back to f6. Alright, he's getting kicked. If he goes here, he's going to get stranded, so this looks very awkward, I realize. But I think I still have control over this position. Nothing's blowing open until that move happens. Okay. This could be tricky, for sure now, actually. If pawn takes, knight takes, how do I develop my knight to e7? How do I get this guy working without blocking in this d6 square? I can't even grab here because of queen takes, so... I think I gotta capture in this direction. I can't allow this knight to get that square. And there might be already some ideas of sacrifices here. Bishop here and then knight here. This is going to get very scary. There's going to be a sacrifice happening here if I'm not careful. Alright, let's go with maybe a queen trade right now. Just to make sure there's not any sacrifices here. Pawn takes, alright. Okay, now I'm going to consider bishop here and then knight here. Actually, maybe something else. Let's get this knight developed. If I played... I have to be careful of b4, b5 ideas. Let me do this so that I could finally free up my rook. I have to prepare for this type of advance. I don't have good squares for my knights just yet. I'd really like to have dark square bishops exchanged. How could I manage a dark square bishop exchange? Not the easiest thing to do, for sure. This bishop could be... who knows how he could be activated. f3, g4. I'm thinking about knight e7 to c8. I'll go for that. I'll definitely need to move him twice anyway. So, okay, the king's going to go to g2. Alright, well this is a start. Knight c8 and at least bishop here. I don't think it would be so stupid to play this, because it would give up this square. Well, we're going to test it out. Let's try this anyhow. Pawn push, okay. That was kind of expected. For a moment I was thinking rook h4 and bishop here, but after an exchange king g3 my rook would be trapped. So that's not good. What could I do? Need to be a little bit careful with this bishop here. Playing a knight to b6. As soon as he's not defended, there's this d5 break with tempo. If I kingside castle, there's going to be h4, h5. I'm a bit stuck here. I wonder if I should throw my knight to e7. Yeah, let's go with the knight e7. Fight for control over d5, okay. Now if I queenside, this is kind of tough now. If I kingside castle, there's h5. If I queenside castle, well, there might be this anyhow, regardless if I castle or not. h5 is always a way to break down the light square pawn structure and open up the position to the benefit of the bishop pair, and of course the white rooks. So if I queenside castle, am I going to get hammered here with pawn takes, or bishop takes, pawn takes, rook takes? I don't think so. I think I have to go in this direction, anticipating this anyhow. Okay, so gotta take. And, it's also a bit of a pain here. Well, I'm pretty sure I have to do this. But when I do this, the drawback is h6, so the rook might be planting up here. Okay. Anticipating rook here takes, pawn takes. How could I disrupt the coordination between the bishop and pawn? There's not really a way I could control this h6 square so easily. Knight g8 disconnects my rooks, bishop f8 similar. I'm still finding trouble here, having difficulty getting my knights to reliable homes. There are no holes in the white position. These pawns here are too good. Striking at it with e5, man, it's a tough spot. If I try to and get some homes for my knights, then I'm also opening up the position for the bishops. And if I don't, well, I don't have homes for my knights. Let's see. I'm not sure. Alright, this is what I'm going to try. I'm going to try this and kind of sneak my king over in this direction. I'm expecting rook h6, yeah. I thought you would do that. And it's pretty far-fetched. Well, let's consider capturing right now. This might not be a bad idea, actually. Rook takes and then pawn push with bishop here. That pawn is going to be loose. Tough to hang on to a black pawn on this f4 square. Rook takes, pawn takes, push with bishop f4. Alright, I'm gonna come over in this direction. I'm expecting rook here, and then I'm gonna be forced into capturing anyhow. But I'm happy to see that rook is no longer there. And I think before it's too late, I keep pressure here. And ooh. Oh man, that knight is gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Okay, where to go? I think he needs to stay here on this diagonal. I'm gonna throw my knight into here. Ooh, not so fast. No, you won't throw your knight in there so fast. I need to get out of the pin, that's for sure. I'm happy to have these squares, but I'm expecting something pretty quick here that the computer could be doing. Let's see. Gotta stop that pawn from pushing, I believe. That kind of gives me some hope, believe it or not. Seeing that move gives me a little bit of hope, because I think to myself, what is it doing? It seems like it's just a passing move. So what's wrong with knight here? And then, like, bishop here, even. Okay, what's that tricky knight up to? No good. He is definitely up to no good. Okay. Trickiness. Bishop f8, knight here into here. See, if I do this, there's going to always be this knight move here. Can I work around that, though? Somehow? Oh, this is tough. This is very tough. This is so tough. Okay, where do I go here? What's he doing? That's fantastic. He's doing absolutely nothing. I don't even know how to get him doing something. Let's try here. I have this square covered. That's very important. Alright, let's try here, I guess. Oh, I could try and get my knight here. Okay, he needs to go. Yeah, I can't deal with that. No way. How does white break through here? Wait a second, knight here to here? Am I not just getting that pawn? It's gonna come up with something. I don't know if I want to do that. No. I think it's I think bishop takes, and then the king's going to be entering somehow. I think I need to try and come up with just a long fight and a blockade strategy. I don't think white has any successful pawn breaks. I think I need to keep my knight trained right where he's at there. Let me go back, actually. I think the king needs to move. Oh, the king's coming all the way over here? Oh, man. Okay. Maybe I could get my king to h7. Wow. That's going to take forever. That's going to take forever. I'm going to give it a go, though. Why not? Why not? Not liking my decision. Let's try it. What do you have to lose? Rook here. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for it. And then rook here. Am I missing anything? Okay. I feel a little bit more comfortable, actually, having my king as the blockader. Living on the edge. Okay, I'm defending my base points here. I'd be okay with an exchange now. Okay, this I feel oh, pawn push? Oh, pawn push is going to kill me. No. I have a way to blockade this position. Rook trade? Yes! What is this computer doing? I should have a draw. Pawn push? It can't make progress, and neither can I. Oh, I should probably move. I should probably move. You know what? The king could sneak over here, but no. Is there a way that I can make progress here? I don't think so. It's offering a draw. I'm going to take a draw. I cannot make progress. I don't think either can make progress here. This bishop's not going to go anywhere if I take it. It's going to be connected past pawn. Ooh, I'm actually a little bit happy with my decision only at one point in this game, to be perfectly honest. This one right here. The decision to not make this knight f5 move. Coming up here. Where is it? Oh, when we had this exchange where it was 2 knights versus 2 bishops, around this point I didn't see any way that white could make a successful pawn break. And I think if I jumped in here, that would have been very bad. Because white would be quick to transfer a rook over here and then get in here to this d8 square somehow, and even have the king sneak over. Another important factor with keeping the knight on this d5 square, I didn't reference it when I was playing, but I thought about it. It's that it guards this b6 square, so having some long king walk over here, there's not really a way to get into this square. Not at least without getting rid of my knight on the d5 square, but if I am to allow bishop takes knight in this position here, knight here, bishop takes. I don't even know what the correct direction is. Even if I go like this, there might even be rook activity along the g file, but capturing like this, I just saw a way that white is going to be able to activate that rook somehow, combined with the pawn break, maybe sneaking over here. I think it was important that I did not make that knight f5 move. And I guess at the end there, neither side was really able to make progress. That final position, that yeah, I could go back to it like this here. In this final position, neither of us could have made progress. No great pawn breaks for either side here. Oh, this isn't the final position, but once we had the rooks traded and my king over here blockading that pawn, there wasn't really a way to make progress. Okay, I guess I'll take the drawn result. The computer, I've noticed when it comes to the bishop versus knight situation, if it has a bad bishop, that's where it could be a bit vulnerable. And this might have been one of the vulnerable moments of the computer going into an endgame with a good knight versus bad bishop, though my king, of course, was tied down there defending the pawn. Anyhow, feel free to leave some feedback and let me know what you thought. And as always, I hope you got something out of this video. Take care. Bye.